When I was young, I just loved to ride my bike. I didn't really matter whether it was a sprint, a climb, flat. The freeness of being out on your bike, I think that's what really gave me the love for cycling.
I'm in Tenerife because I do a training camp. Yeah, today I use the first time the new TCR for me. Wow, it's impressive.
Oh, to come into this training camp and have Giant give us the brand new TCR, that was really special. I think feels like we sort of get an upper hand before we start racing and that bike is out there to the world.
Actually, my first bike I ever owned was actually a TCR. Yeah, I think, looking back, a lot of my biggest results of my career have been on a Giant. Yeah, you think about the Tour de France stages, which I won, the green jersey, which I won on the TCR. Also top second, third at the World Championships. If I had to put it really down to one, I would say in Paris to have that green jersey on my shoulders was the icing on top of the cake. So it's not just another bike for me.
New bike day for me is always exciting. To see the TCR this morning, I was like a kid in a candy shop. It's an absolute beautiful bike, and yeah, I'm so happy to be able to ride it and be one of the first in the world to be able to ride it. And to be here in Tenerife, I don't think there's any better training grounds to put the TCR through its paces.
Yeah, I think for us, we're putting the bikes to the limits. We're trying to get everything out of the bike that we can possibly do. So we'll have to really wait and see how it reacts in training.
The bike is very reactive and I think it's a good bike for the stage mountain, and I'm very happy to have it.
It's more going down also a aerodynamic sort of side of things, to be still very climber orientated bike, but now how fast the peloton is going, you need to adapt to have it really aerodynamic for the flat parts also. And now you see the bike we have here, it's just another level again. I did some little pushes, but don't tell my coach, to test the bike a little bit today. But I think to really stress this bike, you really need to put it under some pressure where you can really feel that there's basically no weight underneath you. As soon as you push on the pedals, you're going. I mean, it's ticked all the boxes.
TCR comes with the new Cadex Max 40s, and as soon as we got them on the road, you could tell how fast they were. They were still so stiff for how light they are, and I think they just match the TCR brilliantly. The way both the wheels and the frame interact with each other, you can really feel a difference riding the bike, and I think the whole package is just what makes it such a special bike.
The new TCR is very fast in the descent and very reactive in the corner. I do efforts, I do a lot of climbing, and very, very good.
It's not just a climbing bike, it's not just a sprint bike, it can do the complete thing.
Every watt you put through the pedals is going through the bike and causing you to go faster. I really feel like this bike is super responsive, and it really allows you to make those quick jumps to follow attacks or make your own attacks. I think that's what makes it the total race bike, and I can't wait to just take it to the races.
Good to have a new bike, no? And yeah, I hope to have a good shape, no, in Strade for use the first time the new TCR, and after to win another stage in Giro and Italian National Championship. I hope to win again. We see.
Milan-San Remo is obviously a very big goal. It's a race that I've been second, third, fifth, fourth, everything except for first in my career. So it's obviously one I dream about winning. I think it's one of the most beautiful races on the calendar. After that, we've got the classics in Belgium. A heavy start to the year, but looking forward to it.
The Olympic Games, they mean everything to me. It's what I dream about. It's where champions are made and heroes are made. It's what I grew up watching when I was a little kid. Hopefully one day I can have an Olympic gold.
It's easy to say for us pros, but it's one of the best in the world all-round bikes. And until you really try it yourself, it's really hard to explain how good it really is.
My language is special, no? Is bellissima, penso la miglior bici che abbia mai provato, è veramente molto bella, è una bici super.